Hello everyone, it's your elite older gamer, the EOG. Do not skip off this video, I need your help. I never ask for anything, but I am this time. I'm going to tell you the where before I tell you the what and why. Wrong order, I know, but I need you to go to the Upper Nimbus channel. I've linked the video at the very top of the description. You don't even have to dig. What I need you to do is go to that video, put in the comments, vote EOG. It's that simple. Vote EOG. Now what's it for? Well, there's a decade-long tradition of smaller YouTube channels with a retro hint. Obviously, you've seen from the channel the retro gaming that we do and modern. But we've been voted, or nominated, I should say, for YouTuber of the Year in that said category. So I need you to go to that video and vote for EOG. And you know, I never ask for any help. You know that. Go through all my video history. They're probably 1 or 2% ever where I say likes. I don't even ask for subscriptions. I don't even say like, share, and subscribe. You know, it pisses me off. I'm tired. I've come off a night shift. Let's just rant. Why not? You love a rant, don't you? It pisses me off when you get massive YouTubers who take a minute or two going like, share, subscribe, share it here. And I'm like, bro, get on with your content. We already know you're massive. So yeah, I don't do that stuff, but I am going to on this occasion. What's it for? Right. So how it works, if you're not aware of what this competition is, essentially you get voted as YouTuber of the month. And for those who caught that video earlier in the year, we were voted YouTuber of the month for April or May. And then you go in all the winners from the whole year, go into a category of obviously YouTuber of the year in this said category. Now there's two things to this. Not only is it for the win, but also if you win, you pick up the hosting duties and carry the baton for the next year. So there's two reasons. We're going to do a kind of review here of the channel, but I think we've done really well over the last year. You know, I've done things that I never thought that I would do, to be honest. You know, we're retro gaming challenges, things like Sean and Razza Cup. It's not being egotistical or flex. We're dominating that because we're decent at retro gaming. But also on top of that, I've done things like streaming. I'm streaming games like, you know, Street Fighter 6 currently. I mean, I never believed at the start of the year I'd do this kind of stuff, you know. It's madness as just a casual gaming dad. I'm not no pro. Then also on top of that, you know, we've been monetized. It's just been quite the year. I've loved it. I've met some amazing people, as you know. All the community that I'm in, especially the retro community, is full of amazing people. And just consider not only the year we've had, but who's going to pick up the baton as the host for the next 12 months. Right. Important point to note. I am going to be dedicated, if I win this, to this. And I will probably have to dial back my challenges next year if I win. Now, some of you probably will like that. But in all seriousness, I probably will. So I'm not going to phone it in if I win and just, you know, put it out there. I'm going to go all in and I'm going to try and make it the best that I can. I'd have the conviction and the courage to tweak some of the rules ever so slightly to hopefully open it to a wider audience. So, you know, if you don't know what the flavour is, go to Upper Nimbus channel. You can see all the videos he's done for it of a year. I mean, what an amazing job to run something for a year, but I am up for it, okay? I'd be more than dedicated to this for the next 12 months. I'd put my all into it, and as I said, some things like challenges might have to be sacrificed here and there, but I'm willing to do that. So vote EOG, number one, because of the year we've had, and number two, think about who's going to carry the baton into next year. Now, finally, kind of as 2025 comes to a close, I wanted to say thank you to everybody for the support this year, and in any category you've done that. Anybody who's ever commented, all my like high-level commenters, if that's a word, everyone who's in the live streams, the people who give support in the live streams is incredible that I've had. I've loved it, to be honest. Like, let me give you an example. I've had several, and you can go back and watch the streams and you can see them. Master rank people in Street Fighter 6 giving me tips, all positive, even though they could whoop my ass. They're just doing like coaching online almost, do this, do this. And it takes a while to incorporate it, but I listen to people who are better than me and I'll slowly get that into muscle memory. You can't do it overnight, but it's been so positive, hardly any negativity. Specifically, I'll give you an example the other night, right? Streaming. So we're streaming for 2 to 3 hours. It's late. I'm tired, okay? Like I am today because I've come off nights, but I'm tired. And you can't act on a stream. Like, you can try to, but in the end, if you're on for 2 or 3 hours, your natural behaviours and tendencies will be shown. You cannot hide it in the end. And I just said to the chat, my head's gone. I'm knackered. I've got to shut this off. And I was quiet because I was tired. Someone just comes in the chat. Come on, OG. You can't go out on a loss. Pick it up. 1 or 2 more. Let's get these dubs. Let's go. And you know what? It was so heartwarming. I was like, bro, yeah, let's go. Right? So I did that and I stayed, and then went on a bit of a winning streak and ended the stream on a win, and just felt like much more positive. It probably changed my whole mood and everything as I was turning it off. And I just thought, these dudes are amazing. You know, loved it. So all my experience over the last year, I think we've got better as we've gone. I think the content's improved, the production's improved, and I hope to carry that on into 2026. And as I said, I really hope, because obviously I want to win. You know, who doesn't love winning? Winning! Everybody loves winning, right? But in all seriousness, I want to carry that baton, and I want to try and do the best job as I can as a host. So please go over there and vote EOG. Final note, as we come to Christmas, as we come to New Year, thank you everyone. Shut it off if you can, unless you're at work. You know, I've worked lots of Christmases. It ain't great, but it is what it is in my job. But, you know, unless that, shut it all off. Take time out. Enjoy the family time. Enjoy the Christmas time. Enjoy the holiday period and all that. Why? Because it's important. That's why. Don't let it pass you by, and just sink it all in, you know, let it sink in and just enjoy and shut it off. And we'll be back next year. We'll be ready to go. So that's it. Go over there and vote EOG. Take care. Bye-bye.